Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to our class. And as what I have promised you in the first meeting, in today's meeting we will be talking about IELTS. Okay, what does IELTS stand for? IELTS is International English Language Testing System. And as we know that much of IELTS test consists of British accent, Australian accent, and American accent. So in IELTS, you will find variety of accent instead of American, because as we know that if in TOEFL we simply find American accent, while in IELTS we will find many of accent, even Indian accent. In my experience, I found Indian accent for once. I've got the practice test and then I found Indian accent, and it was like, wow, Indian accent. So when you hear to the listening audio, it was like watching Indian film, Indian movie, and it's quite hilarious. But yeah, how many types of IELTS tests? How many are they? There are two types of IELTS: academic and general. So academic is for us who will be studying there in IELTS country, let's say maybe in European country, and then in Australia or in America. They also accept IELTS for some university instead of TOEFL IBT. And then another type of IELTS is general IELTS, general training. They said it is an IELTS for general training. It is the type for the one who will work overseas. So us as student, we will need academic, while for worker they will need general training type of IELTS. Alright, for the band scores itself, okay, let's see. The highest score for IELTS is 9. So if you get 9, you will be classified as expert user. So the description you can see on the screen. You have a full operational command of the language. Your use of English is appropriate, accurate, and fluent, and you show complete understanding. And then if you get 8, you will be classified as a very good user. And if band 7 is a good user, 6 competent user, 5 modest user. And I think we as English student department will be getting 5 at least. Yeah, 5 is already in our hand ya. 5 sudah di tangan gitu. And then if someone gets band 4, so he or she is a limited user, and then band 3 is extremely limited user, band 2 intermittent user, and then band 1 non-user, and band 0 did not attempt the test. So if someone get 0, it means that she or he didn't answer even a single question in the test. Alright, that's the band score. And then let's see how they score our answer. So if you get 39 to 40 correct answer, you will get 9. And then if 37 to 38 is 8.5, and then 35 to 36 is 8, and so on and so forth. You can see that's the description. So as I said before, 5 band score is for us, so 16 to 17. Yes, could be. And then let's see the, okay, is that I said before, in IELTS we have academic IELTS and then general training. So for the test itself, it has 40 questions, and then we have only 40 minutes, and then the 40-minute stuff divided into 30 minutes to listen to the audio, and then 10 minutes to transfer our answer to the answer sheet, and then the recording only played once. So in IELTS test, we will be given a booklet, a question booklet, a test booklet, and then we will be also given an answer sheet. So in that booklet, when you listen to the audio, you can write down everything that you hear or everything that you grasp from what you hear. And then in the last 10 minutes later, at the end, you will be given the chance, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer what you have written as your answer to the answer sheet. So it is pretty different to the TOEFL test, in which we can't write anything on the booklet, but we have to write down the answer directly to the answer sheet. It is different. We are not be given the time to transfer the answer to the answer sheet. Okay, we're not gonna talk about tips, but you can read on the screen some of the tips that you can apply to the test later. Yeah, we not be discussing about this in detail. Alright, let's just skip these tips, but you can read, because we will be discussing about the tips in the next weeks. Okay. Alright, in listening sections, let's talk about the classification of the section in IELTS. So in section 1, you will be given the conversation between two people, is a dialogue, is a short dialogue. And then in section 2 is a talk given by one person, is monologue. So the first one is dialogue between two people, and then they talk about a topic in short dialogue. And then in section 2, we will be given the monologue, that is talked by a person. It could be a tour guide, or a teacher, or a taxi driver, or something like that. And then in section 3, it is a conversation between two or more people, and then it's a quite longer conversation compared to the first one. And then in the section 4, it is the another monologue, is a longer monologue than section 2. So let's say yes, in this section 4 is quite is like the last part of listening TOEFL, because it is quite similar. Usually in this section 4 they talk about the subject. So it could be about education, about history, about science, about chemistry, about physics, and so on and so forth. So in IELTS you will be allowed to have 30 seconds to study the question before the audio begins to play. The speaker will say that you have some time to look at question. When they say you have some time to look at question, so please use that chance to look at the question, to scan the question, and try to predict what is the question will be asked. And if you have used that time to study the question, you can check the type of the answers are needed. Let's say you can guess or you can predict whether it will ask about dates, times, names, money, etc. And then in IELTS you have to be able to control your skill. You have to be able to combine your 3 skills of English, because you have to listen the dialogue while reading the question and write the answers. So this IELTS, not only IELTS but also TOEFL, I think it will measure your 3 skills at the same time, isn't it? All right, what next? Okay, we will talk about this in next 2 weeks, maybe, about marks. So you have to put very big attention. You have to pay attention for writing the answers to the answer sheet, because if you write in the wrong way, your marks are needlessly lost. And then you have to really pay attention to the instructions, because if you fail to do so, you will be you will lose your mark. Let's say if the instructions say no more than 1 word or 1 number for each answer, so you have to write no more than 1 word or 1 number. So you have to choose either to write 1 word or to write 1 number as your answer. Let's see the example. The question is, how many weeks must be spent in the halls of residence? The answer, 40 weeks or 40. You can obviously see that 40 weeks is wrong. 40 is the correct answer. See, if you write this, actually this is the answer, but pay attention to the instruction. No more than 1 word or 1 number. So if you write 1 word, don't write 1 number. If you write 1 number, don't write 1 word. And this answer, write 1 number and 1 word. That's why this answer is considered as incorrect answer. And this one is 1 number, even though it's 40, but it's considered as a 1 number. That's why this is the best answer for this question. Let's see the other example. Write no more than 1 word and or a number for each answer. So let's see the question. How many weeks must be spent in the halls of residence? Answer: more than 40. And then the other answer, 40 weeks. And then other answer, 40. Okay, this one is incorrect, this one is correct, and this one is correct. Let's see. Okay, more than 40. Why it is incorrect? Because you can count that it has 2 words and 1 number, while the instruction is write only 1 word and or a number. So you can write 1 word, or you can write a number, or you can write 1 word plus a number. So this and this is different, okay? When the instruction is or, so you have to choose between writing this 1 word or writing 1 number. While if the instruction is and or, so you can choose between these two, between 1 word, a number, or you can choose to combine both of them. But again, you have to pay attention for only 1 word and a number. So it can be 1 word and a number, not this, because this is already has 2 words and a number. Okay, make sense? Let's see for the type of the question of IELTS. What is it? Let me show you. Okay, in IELTS, it has 9 types of the question. So you'll find form completion, note completion, summary completion, sentence completion, multiple choice, diagram labeling, map labeling, table completion, and form chart. So it is 9 types of IELTS. Maybe in one IELTS test, it is consists of 3 types only, or maybe is only consists for 4 types, or what I've known, there are none of the tests consist of these 9 types. Yeah. Okay, let me show you the example for the type. For those type, what is it? Let me show you. Okay, this is the type for flow chart. So when you listen to the audio, you have to pay attention to the number. Yes, because the number, because the answer or the question is accurately based on the order. So you have to pay attention. This is first, and then second, and then it will be the third answer, and then fourth, and then fifth. Yeah. So it will be impossible to answer the first question and then you jump to the 6th and then you jump to 7. No, it is always in order. Alright, and then we have form completion. Yes, I like this one because this is very easy. Please pay attention to the instruction. So you have to write either 1 word or a number, or you can combine both, 1 word plus a number. Okay, and then let's see the other. It is a note completion. Note completion, you can predict, actually you can, when you see those questions, you can predict what questions will be asked. Yeah, goes to, so this is name of the street, or maybe name of the town, and then the number, it should be number over here, and it should be time. Yes, you can predict the answer. That's why they always give you time 30 seconds to read the question before you listen to the audio. Alright, next, what do we have? It is sentence completion. It is this example for sentence completion. Yes, this is the sentence. Pakistan is a good place for seeing rare blah 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 all year round. Okay, actually, you also can predict the answer for this type of question. How do we predict it? Okay, if you have learned about derivation, if I'm not mistaken, yes, it is called derivation. If you see over here an adjective, this is adjective, right? You can predict that the answer is a noun. Yeah, either a base form noun, or maybe a noun with ing ending. Yeah, you can predict the answer. And then this is unusual, you can predict this is also the answer is also noun. So when you hear the audio, you can pay attention to the noun. Yeah, you can pay attention to hear what noun will be heard for this sentence. That's it. We will be talking about this derivation in next week. Next 2 weeks maybe, inshallah. Okay, next we have summary completion. Yeah, because the question is for 32 to 36. I think this is section 4. Is quite longer. Is a long monologue. Is lecture, right? Is about Sydney Opera House. Yes, it's longer than before, and as you can see, it is more difficult than the previous. Yeah. All right. What do we have for the last one? We have table. What is that? Table completion. So as I said before, you have to listen to the audio in order. So when you have found the answer for number 17, and then you have to pay attention to find the answer for number 18, and then 19, and then 20. Okay, don't mess up the number. Okay, it is impossible to find 17 and then 19 and then 18. No, it is impossible, because it always in order. Just state in your mind that the answer will be heard in order. All right. Okay, those are the examples for the types of IELTS tests, and I've presented you the IELTS introductory, and as what we have did in our previous meetings, I'm not tired to give you the test. So today I also give you the test, and let's consider this is as your pre-test for the IELTS. So I'll say that you will be testing yourself for this test without any prior knowledge about IELTS. Okay, this is a pure test without studying and without any experience before about the IELTS. So make sure to take the test. As usual, make sure to take the test whenever you have the time, and don't forget don't forget the deadline is on Sunday, as usual, Sunday at 6 p.m. Don't forget to upload the answer on the folder that I have already made on the Google Classroom, and don't forget to write down your correct answers as usual. Okay, and good luck. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.